The Iron Dome, as powerful as it is and as great as it is, it was not designed for long-range, high-intensity, sustained warfare. It was built primarily for short-range, low-volume rocket attacks from Hamas or Hezbollah. That's usually what came out. The Iron Dome was not designed for full-scale, prolonged military campaigns. And that's why Israeli officials came out themselves to NBC yesterday and said, look, we were at 90% interception rate. Now we're down to 65%. And so these strikes that he's seeing, and I'm looking at when I check my feeds from Tel Aviv and other areas, you are now starting to see more and more Iranian ordnance making it through that Iron Dome net. And so it's helpful against small barrages. It has that defensive layer. But these interceptor missiles that Israel is shooting up, by the way, same issue that Ukraine had. The interceptor missiles are extremely expensive, and they are not unlimited. You're talking $50,000 to $100,000 each time one is fired. That doesn't even mean if it hits. When it's fired, if it malfunctions, when it goes off, $50,000 to $100,000. That's U.S. dollars. And so you're talking about an extremely expensive air net. And of course, they're doing that because they want to protect civilians. They want to protect infrastructure. Absolutely. But we're just talking about order of battle here. And so, yes, Iran's munitions, they're not as precision guided. Their ordnance, their missiles, a lot of this is old material. There was a missile, one of the ballistics that landed, and there were some images circulating on social media yesterday, and you could see this thing was built in 1981, a Shahad 3. This was a very old piece of ordnance. This was Cold War material. But from Iran's perspective, the only way that you can beat the Iron Dome and the way you can fight back against it is by overcoming it and overwhelming it, and again, draining those military resources and financial resources because of the great expense of the shoot-down interceptors that Israel is having to use.